Hey, my third grade mathematicians, we are ready to create a line plot with the data of flipping a coin. Now, in your book, it'll say how far can a grade 3 student blow a pattern block, but we really don't want to be blowing on anything these days, and so we did the activity of flipping a coin. So I've got data here that you can look at right here. And what I want you to do if you are at home, I do want you to pause the video so you have all the measurements right there for you, because you're going to be creating a line plot. So let's talk about how we create a line plot. What do you need to do first after analyzing and studying the data? Well, it's important we need to know our range. We need to know where to start our line plot and where we need to end our line plot, okay? So we want to make note of where the lowest and the highest measurement, or the longest measurement. Let me move here because I modified this here. So we want to make sure that we put 5 1/2 inches, because that's our lowest measurement. Okay. What is our highest measurement or longest measurement? 19 inches. So we want to make sure that as we're counting, we are, or we stop at 19. Now, what is the next measurement we are going to put on our line plot? Six inches. Remember, we need to know, or we need to see how the data compares to the different measurements. And I guess I don't need to put inches, right? Because we put how far we flipped a coin in inches. And so we want to make sure we're counting and have the same increments, because it's kind of like having is a number line. So we don't want to skip any numbers. Okay, and so since we have measurements that are in half inches, we want to count by halves. So we have 5 1/2 inches, 6 inches. What's going to be our next measurement? 6 1/2 inches, 7 1/2 inches, 8 1/2 inches, 9. Okay, so that's how you'll get started on your line plot. So after you put all the measurements, what are you going to do next? You're going to start adding the data, right? And so I am going to do just a few here. So this first one is 6 inches. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to put an X on 6 inches. And after each measurement, I know you may be looking at a screen, I'm going to put a check that I have added that piece of data, okay? So remember, you're going to put all of your measurements from 5 1/2 inches to 19, counting by halves. We want to look and see how the data compares when we have all the measurements on there. And since a line plot is like a number line, we want to make sure we're counting by the same increment, so by half inches, starting with our lowest measurement, 5 1/2 inches, all the way up to 19 inches. Okay, so it's your turn to do this. I want you to draw the line plot using this data, and in the next video we are going to discuss what we found out about our data of flipping a coin. Okay, all right, happy line plot making.